Okay, so today's video is not an academic one, but I think it's way more important than that, and it's sort of a personal conversation between you and me, because I have been receiving a lot of comments, a lot of emails regarding this, that many of the doctors, many of the residents, especially nurses also, and the paramedics were sending me emails and comments that how I remain so motivated to make all these videos and how I remain so positive about this intensive care profession or critical care profession, because according to them, according to majority, it's a very demanding profession. You remain in adrenaline rush most of the time. It's very demanding in terms of physics. Physique means it's for the body. At times it takes a lot of effort and makes you burn out. Secondly, it's a thankless branch. Neither the patient, attendants, or the consultants or your colleagues give you credit for that. In fact, something wrong happens to the patient or something, if the results are not in our favor, ICU is the first one to get blame, or ICU team is the first thing to get blamed. Not only this, management doesn't give you credit that much at times, because they feel it's a dependent branch, and so neither the appreciation nor the financial things escalate in that manner. So understood what these people are trying to say. You and me can correlate easily. So this is a two-part question. They first ask how I remain motivated, and how I remain positive for critical care profession. So I was thinking how to explain you this, because my philosophy is very simple. For that, I will take an example of the KZ Neistat, which is a very good blogger and source of inspiration for me in certain areas. So he gave this example. So I'll use his example for explaining this. So how I remain motivated to make all these videos. So my motivation is certain goals. Suppose these are your goals. You want to become a good critical care nurse, or you want to become a good intensivist, or you want to become good financially independent, or you want to become good, very academically strong, or you want to become a huge fame. My goal is to make ESBICM as a source of complete intensive care education, which is freely accessible across the globe, so that everybody can get benefited. So these are my all sets of goals. It can be not only in critical care, anyone can have any goals. And this one is you. So these are your goals. This one is you. So these are your goals, and this is you. The only way to reach there, the only way why you can accomplish all these goals is through work. There is nothing else you can do. Step by step, day by day, you need to do something so that it gets aligned with your goals. You need to do something in the direction of your goals. If you want to clear the exam, you need to study. If you want to become a good clinician, you need to study. If you want to be financially independent, you need to work towards them. So there are different sorts of ways where you can do, but the only way you can reach there is through work. So many of the people argue that there are different circumstances for different, not everything is same for everyone. Suppose we take example of two students. They want to prepare for a particular exam. For it can be NEET PG, or it can be an intensive care exam, or it can be a nursing exam, anything. So there are two students. For one, there is a good amount of financial aid available, no problem. Good books available, good food available, keeping ready at the home, vehicle to come to the coaching center or hospital, everything is available. Good amount of online subscriptions available, and very much comfortable scenario is there. And there is another student who is financially strong. He has no vehicle to come to the hospital or coaching center. She has to go and make and eat food at times, one time or two times, whatever feasible, and needs to work for other things also, part-time job sort of things. So these are two scenarios. But for both of them to crack exam, they need to study themselves. Nobody can come on their seat and give the exam. Even they receive a lot of support from outside. One is receiving a support, other is not receiving support. But both of them had to sit in the exam alone and give the exam. So they need to study whatever the circumstances. The point is, the comfortable zone you need to study a little bit. It becomes easier for to study, while in circumstances where the circumstances are not very comfortable, you need to work a little hard, but you need to study and put a little bit of all effort. But ultimately, to reach our goal, both of them needs to work and go there. Now at times it happens that there can be some days of highs and lows. Sometimes you put effort and the results are very good. Sometimes you put effort but the results are not going. Even I feel at times that today is a depressing day, not good day, it's a challenging day, it's an exhausting day. Some days are good enough, I feel very energetic at times, like that. But you see, even with one day passing, by one day passing, we are getting closer to our goals. Suppose there are 611 days ahead, there something is going to happen. Suppose, for example, if there is a destiny at 611 days, something is going to happen, and you have cleared 1 year, 365 days, you have worked hard, but you have reached almost half the way. But you feel nothing is happening, but you understand you are now 365 days closer to that event which is going to happen. Don't need to quit in between. You need to align your direction in that particular goal, and you need to work. So every passing day is one day closer to your goal. So you need to work in that direction, because when that opportunity comes, you need to be prepared. You need to be working small little steps all those days, so that when the opportunity hits, you are prepared for that. So there is no question of motivation. I have to achieve something, this is me, I need to work for that. That is as simple as that. So there is no question of about motivation. We know it's going to be if you have to clear the exam, you need to study. If you need to be a good clinician, you need to teach, you need to read the books. If you need to be, means anything for, you need to do work. Now the second thing is how I remain positive, being for this profession, critical care, or for anything. So we are being taught that being positive is a good thing and being negative is a bad thing. So don't listen to all these advices. It's a good thing or bad thing. The point is what works for you. When I remain positive, when I think good, when my body feel energized, good thoughts come in my mind, I feel to do something, I have more creative ideas come in my mind, and I remain more purposeful. While on the other hand, if I think negative, I feel I have no energy left in my body, I feel tired, I feel the whole world problems are with me, I don't find any purpose to live, I feel that there is no point in doing all this, and I feel I get stuck up in a vicious cycle, and I remain at that stage only. So being negative doesn't work for me. If it works for you, well, fine, but being negative doesn't work for me, so I stay with the being positive. But that's the only option, there is no alternative for that. So it's very simple. Don't believe that this is good or bad, decide what works for you. So that's the way I take it, as simple as that. So if you want to listen more about what I thought about this whole structure of how I evolved through work, how one should evolve through work, few years back I gave a session in IIM Bangalore, which was a 90-minute session for their course. It was on how the journey of self transformation in corporate life can coexist. The whole lecture is about how to evolve through work, how to be enjoyful and enthusiastic in the work. The link will be in the description of this video. But the only rule to listen to that video is it's a 90-minute long lecture. You need to listen in one stretch. No notifications, nothing else, no distraction. Don't listen in parts. You need to listen it completely. Only then you will understand the beauty of it. And for today, I won't say do read more about it. I will say please reflect on these two ideas. How to stay motivated, you just need to do work. And how to remain positive, what's the alternative? Reflecting on these two ideas, share and discuss with your colleagues whom you found it closer. Share with someone whom you feel who is struggling, who is finding low of energy. And thank you for listening and staying with ESBICM and the ICU channel. And one day together we'll make a change. We'll make the bedside intensive care education freely across accessible across the world. It will lift the careers of and profession of the intensivists, intensive care nurses, paramedics, and ultimately to the patients who are being treated. Thank you all. Thank you all for support, and see you soon.